Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory Finger Points to the Sky for episode number 120, which is actually 1/5 of the way through, or 20% of the way through the second century of uploads. Oh my god, time is absolutely flying by. Before you know it, it's going to be team of the season. And it's going to go that quick, I'm telling you. But yeah, it's Sunday. Hope you are having a nice Sunday, nice relaxing, peaceful day. Hopefully with your family, something like that. And if you do enjoy today's video, do me a huge favour of hitting the thumbs up button. Every day we try and shoot for 5,000 likes. It'd be amazing if we could hit 5,000 likes. Thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to the channel as well if you are new around here. 4,000 away from 500,000 subs. So today's episode, there are a couple things we need to do. The first one is a few little player picks because they are fun and I do quite enjoy doing them. And the second thing is that sort of like midsection of the weekend league, which is, well, not necessarily the most fun part, but hey, we'll enjoy using Robin, Felix, and Messi, right? So that's pretty fun. But I just whipped up 5 player pick upgrades because that's what I had in my club to be able to do them. I don't have a whole bunch more. So, hey, we can go ahead and open up these. Last time they were fairly cracked. We got a headliner, Danny Ings, and we also got an 89 rated Neuer. And to start things off, we get an 82 Perisic. Okay, well, it can only go up from here, right? Hopefully it'll all be a little bit better. Oh, we've gone down to 81 this time. Okay, well, as long as it goes up next time, we'll be all right. Going to skip one just in case I'm going on some bad pack luck. Awful that we've already got a duplicate untradeable there, so I had to take Sarabia instead. And then we do finally hit a board. We get an 83 in Zapata, and the final pack, just 82 Maguire. So unfortunately, I've now done, what, like 10 of these. The first 5, absolutely cracked. They were all insane. And the second 5 have been trash, in my opinion. So I don't know where I stand with those player picks anymore. But you know what? They're at least fun to craft and get done. So yeah, why not, right? So we go on into a game of the weekend league, and we are 2-1 at the moment, right? So coming up against a squad like this, I was a little bit nervous because, like, how and why are we facing teams like this already? But we do go 1-0 up pretty early on, and it was Clarence, the main man, Clarence Seedorf, scoring the goal. And then he equalises with this lone Torres, the mid version, of course. That was a header there. We know that Torres has been fairly good in the air because we have the baby one. He's been, you know, pretty decent for us. And then Eusebio scores because, I mean, like, he's a very, very difficult player to try and handle on this game. I can't get a grip with him. He's just one of those freak icons, which is just super, super good and always obviously very, very expensive. So at halftime we were losing, but early doors in the second half we are able to get an equalising goal. It fell so luckily for Messi, and then his just finishing ability is supreme. So obviously we get the goal. And then Robin knocks it selflessly into Felix, who rifles it home. And we actually go 3-2 up. And that's going to be it for my opponent. We're actually going to just, like, keep going and just knock it out the park, really. 4-2 there, Robin into Messi, and then Messi into Joao Felix. Out wide to Tavernier, who comes on as a super sub centre mid and scores his first goal for the club, I think. Or was it just another goal for the club? I don't know. However, yeah, goal for him, and I rate him. I think he's fantastic. If you haven't done him yet, just try and get the fodder together because I know it's expensive, but he is seriously, seriously quality on this game. Even as a 5 chemistry sub at centre mid, like, he's just nuts. So the next team we come up against is actually like a full gold team. I'm not going to lie, I don't feel like I've come up against a full gold team in a long time. Everyone's got at least 1 or 2 special items. This guy, no, he's just got like a meta standard squad. Like, it's still all right. You know, he had Varane and Gomez, so obviously he knows and understands what's meta in the game. And he was a pretty good player as well. We were kind of just like passing it around, losing possession, then passing it around. There wasn't many opportunities created in this game, and it took me until the early doors in the second half to get my goal to go 2-1 up, and it's Messi on the right foot, and he just dinks the ball up here. I don't know why I didn't just, like, through ball that to Robin and just take the shot with him. I obviously just got so tunnel visioned into getting an over the top ball done that I didn't. It worked out for me in the end anyway. Come away with a 3-1 victory, and we're now 4 and 1. I can't remember. I think that's where we are. I don't think we've lost yet in today's episode, have we? No, I don't think we have. So getting on into this next match then. This guy had a really nice team. He also had Cristiano Ronaldo. And it took him a while to get the goal, but he was peppering my goal. And I'm surprised he didn't go ahead earlier. And then Messi ends up getting through it. Messi and Ronaldo up front, very difficult to play against. And I'm 2-0 down at half time. So it's looking like this one is probably going to be our first loss of the episode. And I don't know, is it going to start some sort of losing streak? Well, we'll find out. But Robin is able to turn the defender. It falls very luckily for Messi a couple of times, actually. And I just boot it with the right foot into the back of the net. He had that live item, Upamecano, the headliner version. And oh my God, if he did not AI block nearly everything. Turns out headliner Upamecano, fantastic player on this game. I mean, I did get a late equalizer, and we are going to actually push this one to extra time. So I felt good about that. But you know what? Sometimes that just means you're going to play longer and then lose. And we can hope that that's not going to happen in this game. But my opponent does go ahead early doors in extra time. I've said early doors too much. I understand that, guys. I know there's some episodes where I just repeat phrases. Don't know why. But hopefully it's one of those little things that you love about me. Now, anyway, we did get the equaliser, and then we pushed through, actually, to get a 4-3 winner. You know, we go into the lead. And looks like we probably should be in the lead as well at half-time with those stats. Can I hold on, though? Knowing that when I go down, I decide to then go into, like, super high pressure mode. And he did exactly the same, just piling on the pressure. And I give away a sloppy, lasty-esque penalty, and he scores it with Cristiano Ronaldo to get the equaliser. So for all, this game unfortunately is going to go the distance to penalties. So he steps up and scores with his Anderson Talisca, who was a really good super sub for him, by the way. I wonder whether mine deserves a spot on the bench, because we do have him, and he just doesn't feature anymore. Like he's actually very good. So I dived the right way there, but I was already too far over, so I actually dived past the ball. Unfortunate. But both teams have scored both shots so far, looking like, you know, top tier penalty takers, but not top tier penalty savers over here. My opponent scores again, and then I nearly missed that one with Awar. For some reason, I was all the way out, and then I just brought it back, and still, even though he dived the right way, it was just perfectly in the top corner, so he wasn't going to save it. And then Ronaldo scores. Messi steps up for me. Oh, Tom, what have you done? You've missed the target. The only thing you need to make sure you do with a penalty is hit the target, and then at least it's got a chance of going in. And I lose that, not based on, you know, him saving it and me messing up. I mean, it was me messing up. It was me hitting a penalty wide of the post that ends up losing me that game. So yeah, that was a long old one, and that was stressful as well. And we've come away with the loss in that game, so that sucks. But we move on. We go into the next game. This guy's got an all right team. You know, a couple of nice players in there, a couple of meta players in there. But Robin just knocks this one into Joao Felix, who can of course bang that home. We do go 1-0 up. Messi then picks the ball up, and then look at that. Oh, baby. A lovely finesse shot from the Argentine, from the GOAT. And I do find myself 2-0 up. Into the second half we go then in this game. Joao Felix into Seedorf, into Robin. It was just, I mean, I did go ahead and hit him with a Rabona goal on the 2-star weak foot of this player. It's a bit cocky, but hey, I wanted to do it. And I guess that wound him up enough that he started just rushing his goalkeeper. I score again, and he ends up quitting. So maybe it was the Rabona goal which actually ended up getting this guy to think about rage quitting. If so, I need to try that more often, because I mean, at least that one sort of, we only played 60 minutes of the 90 in the last game. Yeah, we went 120 plus penalties, so we've got some catching up to do in terms of time here. Don't want to be spending hours upon hours getting to 14. You want it to happen as soon as possible, right? For it to be as time efficient as possible. And then we come up against FaZe Mick, and he had a nice team. I do give away a penalty. as Lasty typically does. However, I do save it with the Lasty penalty save technique. And then we scoot past the defender there with Joao Felix, and the chip actually worked. I've done so many of them this week where I either don't chip it enough and the goalkeeper gets palms to it, or I chip it just that little bit too much and it hits the bar. And I'm like, oh, very sad. But yeah, he does equalise just before the break. Cristiano Ronaldo once again. I've been facing Ronaldo quite a lot this weekend, and I have to say, would love to use him at some point in time. Maybe we could just pack him. Maybe he gets the team of the year and that's the player we pack this year. Be pretty nice, wouldn't it? I would not complain. But we do go into the lead. It is Robin knocking it into Messi. And Messi on either foot is obviously still pretty crazy good, especially on the left. But even on the right, I feel pretty safe and secure shooting with him. And I decided to bring Zaha on this match. I've been rotating it. Rashford's been coming on. Zaha's been coming on. I think I even brought Alessandrini on at one point. I try and get a little bit cocky there to do the classic scorpion kick, rainbow flick goal, but it just goes over the bar. And then when my opponent piles the pressure on and gets a goal to bring it back, I'm like, oh, Tom, why didn't you just score that goal? But we are fortunate enough to hold out and win a game which doesn't really look like we deserve to win. So I'll hold my hands up and say we got lucky there. It happens, but there are going to be plenty of games for the rest of this weekend, which I genuinely think I probably should win and end up coming away with a loss for. So it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? So then this was the next day. This was the first game of a new session on Saturday. And, well, this game I get destroyed. It was actually up against a viewer who has a really nice Bundesliga side, and not like just your typical classic meta players. He also played a 3-5-2 and didn't play in the standard meta way as well. So I have to just applaud this guy. I know you're a viewer. I'm sure you're probably watching because you know you played me. We messaged afterwards and stuff. But yeah, GG to you, bro. Like, you're obviously very, very good at FIFA, and you can play without having to use 4-2-3-1 or drop back tactics and stuff like that. But yeah, I just get destroyed in this game. And Player of the Month Haaland, Player of the Month Lewandowski, those players as well as like Gnabry and stuff. Wow, you can actually make a really nice Bundesliga side that's just a little bit different. Because yeah, I mean, I'm a hypocrite at this point because I'm using Mendy and Varane, which is two of the players which I pretty much moan about most often. It doesn't feel like I moan about them coming up against them too much anymore. I feel like there's a lot more solid centre-backs and full-backs on this game that actually outclass the likes of Mendy and stuff. But still, it's still like the typical meta players, right? Whereas this guy just had lots of solid players, interesting players, and he brought on like a Red Lozano, a flashback Robin. He had lots of good players at his disposal, and I get destroyed 6-3. GG's. That was a fully deserved loss, and we're now 6-3, I think. So it's going downhill a little bit, but hopefully we can win this and at least be 7-3 after our first 10. So again, a nice squad here, but I think we still outdo it. We've got lots of very good players in our team, and Messi is the one to get me underway in this one. We do go 1-0 up, and then we just win the ball back with the high pressure that we use, and it falls super luckily back to me, but in the end, Messi just knocks it into his Argentine teammate Acuna to score the goal. Lovely strike from him, even pushing up from CDM every now and again, and then we just shoot at the near post because I noticed a little bit of goalkeeper movement there, which is something I wish I waited on a lot more. A lot of the time I will just strike across goal with Robin because I'm so confident with it, and lately the goalkeepers have been being manually moved by my opponent, and when they do that, obviously they save it. So if I just try and keep my composure and calm a little bit longer, then maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to score at that near post a few more times. But anyway, this game is over. In the 69th minute, we are able to get ourselves a 4-1 rage quit. This guy didn't want to hang on any longer. I guess if he got the next goal, seems as he did go all out attack, 3 at the back, and he did get a goal back. If he got the next one, I guess maybe he would have stayed in and really fought for it. But considering I just regained my 3-goal lead, I guess he was donezo. So that right there is the session in the weekend league. After the first 10 games, we are 7-3. Tomorrow we will carry on through the, well, I guess more that sort of midsection. I guess this was kind of the midsection, but I split it into quite a lot of chunks, don't I, really? So, yeah, I mean, Robin, 91 goals, 30-something assists in 50-something games. I mean, the guy is, like, he's not human. And then 22 goals, 5 assists in 18 for Leo Messi. Wow. Just wow. He's actually my top scorer so far this weekend. He is doing the business. And, yeah, I mean, like, what more can you ask for? Apart from hopefully not to go on a losing streak in tomorrow's video. And that would be very, very nice, wouldn't it? Ideally, I just don't lose anymore and we get to 14 wins or whatever and we push on or whatever and all will be well. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much, I think, going to sum it up for today's video. I don't think there's any extra little content bits I've got for you. No, we are going to finish up right now. Tomorrow, we'll play more. We'll do a little player SBC as well, and whatever other upgrade kind of SBCs there are, I'll have a little go at them too. Hit me with a thumbs up. Today, we are shooting for 5,000 likes. If you can make that happen, you'll make this guy's day. And of course, why not try and make someone's day, right? Hopefully I have by uploading this video for you. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links are down below, everyone. Take it easy, stay safe and healthy, and I will catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.